Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. So today's unboxing is the latest Cult Beauty goodie bag. The names to know is what they're calling this one. It's come out at the end of October 2022. Depending on when you're watching the video, it was still available when I made the video, but that's not to say it's going to stay in stock for long. I really don't know. So I bought this myself. I bought items myself to get the gift free. It's kind of how gift with purchase goodie bags work. So for this one, you had to spend £150 and the gift is worth over £245. So I'm going to show you what I bought to get the gift, because you guys like to know sometimes some of the bits I'm buying. So it'll be part Cult Beauty haul and part the unboxing of the goodie bag. So the goodie bag is available with a £150 spend. The only thing it isn't valid with is the advent calendar. So if you buy the Cult Beauty advent calendar, you do not get the gift, and you have to spend, like I said, £150 on whatever else you would like from their website, and you'll get the gift, like I said, as long as it's still in stock. So we're going to unbox it, but we are first of all going to check out what I bought. So the first thing I picked up was one of the little Christmas sets from Dr. Dennis Gross. One thing I love, by the way, about Christmas, I love Christmas in general, but I love all the holiday sets and how you save money on the things you buy, and there's better deals, and it's just awesome. This set cost me £83, which is a lot. However, it's worth way more than that. It's got a full-size moisturiser, it's got 10 of their peels, and it's got a travel size cleanser. So let's take a little bit of a look at this up close. It's called the Plump It Up set. So the full-size moisturiser is the Hyaluronic Marine Oil-Free Moisture Cushion. I got a sample of this once and it's a brilliant moisturiser, and I think this moisturiser is about £60 on its own anyway. So it says you have dull, dehydrated or dry skin, you want plump, dewy, hydrated skin. It's hypoallergenic, 50ml 1.7 fluid ounce. Now it does sort of say it's more for kind of sensitive dry skin, but actually I've got oily combo skin and this stuff works really well on my skin. It's just a lightweight gel cream. It doesn't cause me to break out or anything. It does give me enough moisture, like what my skin kind of needs. It's a gorgeous texture. It definitely kind of plumps up the skin, and yeah, I really like it a lot. So yeah, when I saw it in the set, I thought, yep, that looks like the one for me. The other things in here, like I said, we get a travel size of the cleanser. I like the cleanser, it's not my favourite, and that's just because of the way it works. So this is one that you apply to dry skin, and it will help to take off makeup, skincare, etc. You can then rinse it, which is kind of the way I like to do it, but if you've got such sensitive skin that you maybe can't use water, you can definitely tissue it off. You can remove it with a damp cloth, however you want to do it. So there's lots of options, but I think it's a particularly good one if you've got really sensitive skin. So if my skin is really kind of struggling, it would be one I'd use. Again, it's not one that's going to cause breakouts. It does a pretty decent job of removing makeup. I mean, it's not like an oil balm cleanser where it's going to easily remove everything, but it does a good enough job, and it's a good one. Like I said, if you've got sensitive skin or your skin's kind of playing up. We also get 10 of the peels, and I love the Dr. Dennis Gross peels. They are so good. So you can buy these usually, I think it's a pack of 5 for £19, or they sell them in a pack of 30 for like £89. So they're pretty expensive. Now they say you can use these every day, and you probably can. I tend to just use them once or twice a week as like a targeted treatment, not least because I could not afford £89 a month on cloths to exfoliate my skin, which is basically what they are. They are pretty good though. There's 3 different types of cloth available. The ones in this set is the Universal Daily Peel. That's the one in the middle. They do like an extreme version, they do a sensitive version. This is your one in the middle. So this is the Universal Daily Peel. 2 peel treatment. You've probably seen these before. I know I've spoken about them many times before. Little individually wrapped cloths. Don't open them so you're going to use them because they'll dry out. You use the first one on cleansed dry skin. Leave your skin for 2 minutes, then you apply the second one, leave your skin for 2 minutes, then you apply your moisturiser. And I just find it kind of helps with all sorts of things. It helps with texture, it helps with dullness, it helps if you've got breakouts, it helps if you're recovering from breakouts. It's just an all-round fantastic product. So always happy to have a little supply of them, and I thought this gift was good value, and I liked, like I said, what was inside. The next thing I picked up, in fact this is the first thing I put in my basket as soon as this gift went live, because I was just looking for an excuse to pick it up. So it's one of the new Nars lipsticks. Now I have actually already bought one of these. This is literally from their newest launch of lipsticks. They are called the Power Matte lipsticks, but they're like, you'll be able to tell because the packaging is different from the rest of the range. So it's in like a sort of satin feeling packaging, and I bought this in American Woman originally, which is like a pinky kind of day shade, and I've been wearing that pretty much every day. But you know I love a good red, so I've gone ahead and picked it up in this shade, which is Dragon Girl. And this is the one I'm wearing right now. So this comes in obviously in a range of colours, like I said, I just needed a red because I love a good red. So it is a matte lipstick, and having been wearing the other one, it lasts quite a long time. I don't think it lasts quite as long as they indicate. I think they say it lasts like 8 to 10 hours or something. It's good. I don't think any lipstick is that good. But what it does a good job of is it feels comfortable. So I don't really feel like I've got a heavy lipstick on. It is transfer proof. You know, you can eat and drink and it doesn't tend to come off, with the exception of obviously if you're eating something really kind of greasy or oily, the oils do start to interact with any matte lipstick and start to remove it, break it down, transfer it onto the things you're eating. So just bear in mind, nothing is bulletproof, but it is a really good one. It is really comfortable, and I feel quite confident wearing it that it's not going to be like wearing off really quickly. I find about 5 hours, which includes eating and drinking, and then it needs reapplying. For me, the other lipstick I wore from the range, it would start to wear off on the outer kind of corners of my mouth, so I almost look like the Queen of Hearts where all the colour is in the middle. It's just something to be aware of. But it's a really nice one. This was £25, but like I said, because I feel like I've put it on and it lasts for a long time, it's just like easy. And I don't get that where, particularly this time of year, you're wearing a scarf or something, you don't want your lipstick transferring off on your clothes, on your scarf, on whatever. So it is nice. You feel a bit more confident wearing something like this, that it's going to stay where it's supposed to. So yeah, so I picked that up. I can see myself buying more from the range because I'm quite impressed. Liking these a lot at the minute. Then, probably a little bit boring for most people, but I picked up these vitamins, which I've been taking regularly. This is the one I've been using so I can kind of show you what they look like up close. They are the Calm Sweet Calm gummies with benefits. So they're by Home Nutrition, helps to manage the effects of stress, and it's got ashwagandha and L-theanine. So the 60 vegan sour cherry gummy hearts. So you're taking 2 a day, so that's a month's supply. They are £30, which I think is quite expensive, but they actually work. I got them on a bit of a whim just to try them, and in terms of de-stressing and making me feel a little bit more calm and in control, these have been doing a great job. So they look like little hearts like this. They've got sugar on the outside. They do get a bit sticky as you get towards the bottom and start sticking together, but I can make my peace with that. Tastes really nice. Are they sour cherry? I can't say I necessarily picked out that taste, but they're nice enough. Chew 2 of them a day and they work. And that is all I wanted from them. I just wanted them to work, and I definitely feel calm when I take them. So very happy with those. So obviously no brainer, I needed to pick up another month's supply of those. The final thing I bought, I've spoken about this before, because I buy so many of these gifts to unbox on the channel and you guys like these videos and I like making these videos and it's all good. I'm regularly buying new beauty stuff, so I have to kind of keep track of what do I actually need, so I'm not buying things at random, which I am prone to doing. So I keep a bit of a wish list on both Cult Beauty and Space NK so that when they launch their gifts, I'm ready with a list and I'm not just throwing random stuff into the cart. So one of the things that was on my list was this brush, and that's simply because I saw it in somebody else's YouTube video and thought, I love the way that that applies product, I need to pick it up. I kind of thought this was a little bit expensive for what it is, but it's been on the list for a while, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a try. It's an IT Cosmetics brush. It's called number 7. So it's got this kind of domed yet flat ended brush, which they say can be used like foundation stuff, so you can like buff foundation in with it, or you can use it for powder products, and I'm always needing powder to like powder the shiny bits. I don't know if you can tell, so I'm feeling a bit glowy at the minute, but at the same time, even with powder on under the lights, you do tend to look a little bit shinier than you would like. But anyway, so I wanted to try it. It's the Heavenly Looks Complexion Perfection All Over brush in number 7, and then it's got this end, which I'm kind of less interested in, which is a little bit more compacted, and you can do your kind of under eye concealer or whatever with it. But yeah, I always seem to need these brushes. These types of brushes I use more than any other. I always feel like I said I need to apply powder. This is so never going to go back on again, is it? Why do they do this? They give you these ends just to like protect it at first, and then as soon as you take it off, never going back on again. So this was £36, which like I said, I thought was quite a lot. But I think with brushes are a bit of an investment, and most of my brushes last me for like years and years. I've still got some I've had for like 20 years. I always think if you look after them and clean them regularly and do what you're supposed to do with them, you do get like a lifetime or thereabouts out of them. So I'm excited to try it, but I was a bit like, oh, £36 for a brush. Anyway, so that brings me to the gift. So the gift itself is just in a zip up black kind of cloth bag. They used to be more interesting. They used to have Cult Beauty on them. They don't anymore. But that is that. So we've got quite a few full-size products. We've got the Medicate Crystal Retinol 3 Stable Retinol Night Serum. This is 30ml or 1 fluid ounce. So I particularly fancied trying this. I've been using the Kiehl's retinol, the lower strength of the two, and this is a little bit of a high strength because it's 0.3%. So I thought, do you know what? I think I'm kind of built up to doing this. Can use it maybe a couple of times a week to start with, but this is supposed to be a really good formulation. So I'm quite excited to have this. It says this nighttime serum harnesses 0.03% encapsulated retinol D-hide to promote visibly clear, brighter and firmer skin. So it's just got like a little pump. Apparently the colour of this product can vary slightly depending on which batch it is or something, which is interesting, but apparently doesn't harm its efficacy. So I'm intrigued to step up my retinol and see the results on that. So that is the first product in here, and this is worth £45. Then we have got a mist from Omorovskaya Budapest. This is the Queen of Hungary mist, 50ml 1.7 fluid ounce. This has been around for quite a long time. It's kind of like a rose water spray. There are other things in there as well, but primarily that's what it is. It's in a glass bottle, looks super fancy. This is worth £31. So it is a nice mist. I feel sometimes like products like this are like a little bit unnecessary. You know, you don't need it in your routine, but it's nice to have a nice refreshing spray. Let's check out the mist on this. Felt like a big blob just landed there. Things like this, I feel like they're nice to have, but they don't necessarily do anything. So I have mists in my routine that are there to set the makeup and things like that. So I feel like that's kind of serving a purpose. Stuff like this, it feels nice. It's nice to have that little step, but with all the other kind of serums and toners and things that I use, I don't really feel the need to have something like this. So while I've got it, I'll use it and enjoy it, but I would never go out and kind of pay what this is. So it costs £31. The definition of a cult classic, this refreshing facial mist purifies and tones while the patented healing concentrate promotes supple skin. Next up, and a total favourite of mine, I spoke about this recently, it's the Glow Raspberry Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops Ultimate Glow and Brightening. It now says highlighting serum on the front. I'm sure it never used to say that. It's a 40ml or 1.35 fluid ounce, so a full size. So this is the serum that you can use as a step in your routine to just give you that super glow. You can use it under moisturiser, over moisturiser. You can just use it to add a little bit of a highlight to the skin. You can dot it on where you want it to go. This stuff is just amazing. I really, really like this a lot. It just makes me feel like I look super healthy when I wear it. I really, really like it. So I was super excited there's a full size in here because it's amazing, and I have absolutely bought this in a full size many times before. So this one is worth £31. It says this hybrid formula reduces the look of hyperpigmentation while achieving that glass skin glow. Next up, we've got a full size product by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax. Again, full size, 8 grams, 0.28 ounce. So I was like after this a while ago, and I ended up just buying, I think it's called Soap Brows or something. So this is basically like a gel. Well, it is a gel. And this is what it looks like, and you put this on your brows, brush it through with like a spoolie brush, and it holds your brows in place. But this is particularly, I think, for somebody who wants to brush them up in like a straight line and have them all like sticking up. It does, apparently does a great job of that. One thing I kind of find a little bit frustrating about this is most products like this will come with a little tiny spoolie brush, and it's only a small thing, but it's kind of what I would expect. But with this brand, they don't give you anything like that. They want you to buy their like full size spoolie brush, which is about £19, and it's just got like a little flat end, so you scrape out the product, put it on the lid, brush your spoolie brush in, and then apply it that way. So, you know, great marketing, make them buy the full size brush, but I don't know, it just seems like it should have a little brush with it for me. I don't really wear my brows super brushed up. I just brush them in place and leave them there, so it isn't something I would necessarily be looking for anyway. I kind of prefer like the natural look, but it depends what look you're after. So this is £24, which is why I kind of thought it should have that spoolie brush. Perfecting enviable lift and hold, this transparent styling wax locks your brows for a laminated-like effect. Next up, something we see quite a lot from the Briogeo hair care line. This is the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask, 59ml, 2 fluid ounce. A good deep conditioning mask. If you've got super fine hair like me, I find it has a tendency to sort of weigh you down a little bit. For everybody else, it's probably great. So it's a nice staple, but it's not one I would go and buy myself. Not that I would ever need to, because like I said, it turns up in just about every gift out there. This is a travel size version. It's worth £15. Hair taken some damage. Restore it to its former glory with this weekly treatment that strengthens strands and reduces breakage. Then we've got another makeup product. This one is by Swede. And this is the Cloud Mascara in black. It's 12ml, 0.4 fluid ounce. I wanted this mascara. When it first came out, I was like, I really want to try it. There's something about it that I like. I think, I'm not going to lie, I like these little clouds. It always reminds me, when I was younger, my mum painted little clouds on the ceiling, and I used to go to sleep looking at these little painted clouds. And I don't know. So I think anything with clouds on, and it just kind of makes me think of that, and it's like a nice thought, I guess. So I like the brush on this. It is like a nylon type plasticky brush, but it looks like the type that will grip and pull up the lashes, which is kind of what I want. So I'm intrigued about this. I've used their eyelash serum and it's really, really good. So I'm excited to try this mascara. I've used the other mascara that they brought out. This is like their newer launch, but they brought out a different mascara when they first launched, which has got like a flat almost comb, and you comb it up, and that's pretty effective too. So pretty excited about this one. So this retails at £24. Infused with nourishing vitamin B5, this lightweight, water resistant, achieves impressive volume, length and curl. And water resistant as well, always good, until you come to taking it off. Lots and lots in here, so lots to get through. Next up, we've got a product from Fable and Maine, and this is the Holly Roots Hair Oil, and it's a 14.4ml, 0.48 fluid ounce. So this is a product that you're supposed to apply on your scalp and then I think wash out. And it's supposed to help your hair get a little bit thicker, not fall out as much, that kind of thing, I believe. It smells nice. It smells kind of perfumed and nice, and it's in a glass kind of dropper style bottle. So this is the travel size version, worth £14. Dreaming of stronger, healthier hair? Massage this award-winning oil into your roots to thicken your strands and promote growth. I got this in like a goodie bag or something a while ago and never got around to using it. This is clearly the sign that I need to try it. Yeah, so it tells you to massage at least 1 dropper of oil into your roots and hair, leave on for at least 5 minutes or overnight for best results, and then rinse. I like the idea of it being a rinse out oil because they do a lot of oils to promote hair growth now that you leave on the scalp. And my hair is prone to like being greasy and stuff anyway. It doesn't need oil during the day. So I definitely feel more comfortable with something that I'm actually washing off and I'm not going out there with oil on my scalp. Then we've got the deodorant from Mega Babe. So this is a fairly new launch to Cult Beauty. It's the Smoothie Deo Fruit Enzyme Daily Deodorant with bilberry, lemon and orange, 75 gram, 2.6 ounce, so it's a full size. With pH balancing fruit enzymes, naturally scented with coconut, lime and bilberry, and this smells amazing. So it is like a kind of dry roll-on thing. So, you know, you just apply your deodorant and off you go. So it is an aluminium free deodorant, which is great because that is the type that I wear. So it's not blocking your pores, it's just making you smell nice basically. So I'm excited to try this because I've never tried anything from this range before, and this smells really nice. So this is worth £12. It says with smoothie worthy ingredients and a fruity scent, this vegan deodorant stick helps to control unwanted odours via pH balancing fruit enzymes. Next up, and another kind of new brand for Cult Beauty, it's called Conserving Beauty, and this is the Instamelt Skin Soothing Sheet Mask. Groundbreaking dissolving sheet mask. So the idea with this is it's biodegradable, so once you've used your sheet mask, it's not just kind of going in the bin and, you know, ending up in landfill or something. This actually doesn't have any microplastics, doesn't have any waste, and it says it's designed to instantly dissolve in water after use. And I've seen a video of this online, it looks super cool. So it's waterless, vegan, cruelty-free, palm-free, fragrance-free, responsible packaging and ethically made in Australia. What's not clear is how you would then get rid of the outer packaging. But it says responsible packaging, so I guess it's as good as it kind of can be. It says a form-fitting sheet mask that deeply nourishes, soothes and boosts skin luminosity using a blend of hydrating botanical oils. So from reviews that I've read on this, it doesn't fit great. So apparently it's quite small and like tight around the eyes, which is annoying, but you can always get some scissors, and not that you should have to, but you can always like use that to sort of help it fit better. And people have described it as being almost like an oily mask, and it doesn't feel like there's much in here at all. It's literally like, compared to other sheet masks I've had, feels like there's barely anything inside. So it's not one that's got like loads of serum or anything in. It is just like an oil, I think, that, yeah, softens the skin. But people have said it's good, so I'm intrigued. It sounds a little bit different from anything else I've used. So this is worth £11. It says a sustainable twist on single-use masks. This skin soother not only grants an instant glow, but can also be dissolved in water after use. Next up, we have got a sample from Drunk Elephant, and I've never seen this particular mini in this kind of iteration before. So it's the C Firma Fresh Day Serum, and it's in a 4.5ml or 0.15 fluid ounce, but it actually kind of comes, because they now like reformulated this product, It comes in 2 sections. So what you do is you mix it up so that it's fresh when you use it, because the biggest problem with these types of vitamin C serums is that over time they kind of break down and oxidize and they're not as effective for your skin. So you get like a powder and a liquid, mix them together, follow the directions obviously, and then you would have it all in this little pump style bottle. Use your pump, use it as your daily serum. This product's brilliant. I've got it in a full size and I love it. Like I said, I've just never seen this kind of little mini version, so I'm excited to kind of play around with it. This is worth £10.76 price per ml, but it's one of the most effective vitamin C serums I've personally used. It says, the bright way to start your day, this vitamin C cocktail is the key to radiant results. Just mix the 15% L-ascorbic acid powder with the liquid serum before applying. Then we've got a product from another, I think it's a new brand, and it's called Hurlham London. This is a sandalwood and grapefruit hand and body wash. It's made in England with Brazilian muru butter, 50ml, 1.69 fluid ounce, recycled and fully recyclable, vegan, upcycled flowers, sustainably sourced. Take a sensory journey to Brazil and experience the richness of muru butter from the Amazon rainforest, leaving skin feeling soft, cleansed and perfumed. Enjoy. Definitely smells more sandalwood to me. I don't really get grapefruit, but I'm sure it's in there. So this is a travel size, it's worth £10, although you can currently get this free if you spend £50 on the brand anyway. It says, featuring sustainably sourced muru butter from the Amazon. This wash leaves skin feeling soft, cleansed and with a rainforest inspired aroma that lingers all day. It does smell very, very nice. And they are actually using different types of kind of coconut foaming agents instead of using SLS or anything, so tick from me. So that's good and does smell very nice. Then we've got a Dr. Barbara Sturm product. This is the face cream, 3.5ml or 0.11 fluid ounce. This is the smallest version of this face cream I've ever seen. It's actually quite cute. It's in a tub, so usually with these gifts or any gift that contains this particular product, we get it in like a 20ml travel size. This time it's 3.5ml, so it's probably a lot less products in there than the size of the container. I like this face cream. Dr. Barbara Sturm, controversial because it is so expensive. I think it's good, but I couldn't afford to use it as like my skincare routine, if you know what I mean. So when I have it, I love it, and this is a great moisturising cream, doesn't break me out, and it's like one of the best moisturising creams, but it's just so expensive. So the 3.5ml product is worth £9.80 price per ml. This fast absorbing cream quenches and calms the skin via a replenishing medley of purslane, squalane and panthenol. So definitely very nice to have, but tiny. The final product in here is a full-size product from The Ordinary. This is the azelaic acid suspension 10% multifunctional brightening formula, 30ml, 1 fluid ounce. So this is quite low value for a full-size product, £8.60, but the good part of that is repurchasing it isn't too expensive. This regularly sells out, which is a good sign. It also gets really good reviews and I'm really excited to try it. So I've read that this should be used kind of like a serum before your moisturiser, although for some people who have maybe oilier skin, you don't need a moisturiser after this. People have described its texture as being a little bit more like a primer than you would maybe expect from this type of product, but people have said it really helps to clear hyperpigmentation, dark spots, that kind of thing, and brighten the skin and help with breakouts and stuff. So I'm quite excited for this product. So it's the 30ml and it says, take on uneven skin tone and redness with this cream-like formula that brightens dullness and improves overall skin texture. It's apparently really good for rosacea as well, so it sounds like it ticks a lot of boxes and isn't a huge cost if you do discover your new holy grail. And that's what I like about these gifts, probably more than anything, is that it kind of causes me to try products that I would not necessarily have bought myself for whatever reason. And quite often I've discovered a really good product that way, which is just something I never would have discovered on my own, if you see what I mean. So that's the goodie bag. Like I said, it may or may not still be in stock. I'll put a link underneath and you can go check it out. There's also a referral code there, so if you're new to Cult Beauty, you can get £5 off your first order. Sometimes you get like a free gift and stuff as well, so it's pretty exciting if you're new. Definitely check that one out. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.